Novatech FX. If you haven't heard of it by now, it's an investment platform that promises an average of 3% returns every single week. It does so by leveraging the skill sets of professional traders. All you do is you send your crypto to their wallet, and every single Friday you're sent a report on what your weekly earnings were. And on top of this, Novatech claims that its traders have never lost money, and they go as far as posting their previous weekly returns every single week since it was founded in 2019. And that's what people will tell you if they want you to invest into Novatech. And if you didn't know any better, or you were new to investing, you'd probably think, I'm gonna sell all my assets and dump all my money into this platform and sail off into the sunset. But in today's video, I'll be sharing with you my investment strategy for the Novatech platform, be sharing with you why I decided to invest, information I've since learned about the founders and the company, and where I think this whole steaming pile of When I was first introduced to this platform, I was told by the person presenting it to me that it was a platform she had been using to generate passive income, and that I could either sign up for an MT Vive account, do the trading myself, or I could create a PAM account and let the professionals do it for me and earn about 3% every single week of my capital. And obviously that sounds great, but I was pretty suspicious. I was thinking to myself, how is it that this company I've never heard of is generating 3% every single week and has not had a single bad week since it was founded, when the best traders in the world, like Warren Buffett, for example, aim for 9% a year? She answered this by saying that people who day trade Forex for a living say it's easy. The presenter then showed me how much money was in her account and shared with me how much money she had started with, how much that she's earned on the weekly returns, and also by referring people to the platform, of course. But I had one last question. It all sounded great, but had she taken money out of the platform before? Been a part of these scams where they show you all these weekly returns, which are simply just numbers on a computer screen. But can you actually access that money? To that she answered no, but told me she had a friend she could introduce me to. I left that call feeling very skeptical of this whole platform because I've invested into a scam before and I've lost money from it. And the common theme that I've noticed with some of these money-making scams is they create an offering that seems so easy. Everyone's doing it. It's so safe. Your money is not going to be lost. We've never had a bad week. Meanwhile, your money is just going to grow at this simply unsustainable rate, and it's going to make you a millionaire in 5 years. With 3% compounding returns, just a $500 investment would grow to $68 million in 5 years, which is just absurd. And as nice as this all sounds, it's just marketing schemes, and it's meant to bring new investors in so that they can continue paying people at the top. But having all of this in mind, I do agree to have a call with her friend. So then I meet with the friend, and she's telling me that she had the same concerns and that her and her husband researched the platform in depth, and they ended up investing into the platform a large sum of money, which has since doubled, and now they've taken out their initial investment. They're just playing with house money. They expressed to me that they have had many friends invest into the platform and they were skeptical, and some of them were some of the most due diligent people that you'd ever meet. Now they've invested into the platform and they're making money and everyone's happy. What they kept telling me is, don't invest what you can't afford to lose, that in just 4 months you can make your money back and you'll be playing with house money. So what do you have to lose? So I figured, screw it. I'll be a freaking degen. I'll throw $500 at the thing and see what happens. I even built a calculator in Google Sheets and saw that my $500 investment would turn into over $2,000 in just 1 year, which got me feeling pretty excited. And after just a week of investing in the platform, I received an email from Novatech stating I just received $12.75 completely passive. I'm feeling pretty stoked about the platform at this point. I start doing a little bit more research and quickly find that this is where things get fishy. I decided to look at their social profiles and see if they have a real following, or is it just a bunch of made up BS? And I quickly realized that the posts that they're posting just are downright comical. They're taking stock images and they're putting motivational quotes over them, and they're saying stuff like, hold the vision, trust the process, or your dreams do come true, you just have to trust the source. All the comments are filled with a bunch of people that they obviously believe in the vision, they trust the process, and they're not asking questions. And realizing that I'm not an idiot, I decided to not trust the process and to ask further questions. I did some digging on the founders of Novatech and found out that it's owned by a husband and wife. Their names are Cynthia and Eddie Petian. You can see their profile summaries on the Novatech website. Right off the bat, these summaries and pictures look awful. They look super scammy. But rather than just going with my gut, I decided to dig a little bit further. And it didn't take long to realize that Cynthia was the vice president at AWS Mining, another Ponzi scheme that collapsed back in March of 2019, which promised 200% returns and also had pyramid scheme recruiting bonuses paid out to other investors. And when AWS collapsed, rather than stating that the company had run out of money, they stated that the company's mining facility in Paraguay had burned down and they had suffered $5 million in losses. And due to this, they would have some trouble paying back the investors for a couple of weeks. And a couple of weeks turned to a couple of months. And after a couple of months, they stopped putting in any effort and just stopped giving updates. So having learned this about Cynthia and Eddie, that was really all I needed to know, that this thing was a ticking time bomb, that I would be at great risk of never getting my initial investment back. And although they charge a 15% penalty for requesting your money before the first 90 days is up, that it was worth it to me, and I just wanted to get my money out of this thing and not support fraudulent activities any further. My advice to you, if you're thinking about investing into this pile of garbage, don't. Just turn around and run away as fast as you possibly can. And if you already have money invested into the Novatech platform, I suggest pulling your money out as fast as you can. Novatech FX received a securities fraud cease and desist from the state of California, November 22nd. And to me, that signals the start of this Ponzi scheme beginning to absolutely crumble. And although Novatech wasn't the company I thought it would be and wasn't my saving grace for helping me reach my passive income goals by the end of the year, I did come across a company called Lofty.ai. Lofty is a blockchain fractional real estate company that enables investors to purchase small portions of real estate so that they can earn rental income and also appreciation on the property itself. And if you guys know me by now, real estate has been one of my favorite investment vehicles, and it's actually one of the safest, most reliable investments in the world, producing by far the most number of millionaires. If you're interested to invest in real estate for as little as $25, you can use the link in my description. It is an affiliate link, but you'll receive $25 worth of real estate after making your first investment. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. I hope that you learned from my mistakes in this video, and I will see you in a couple of weeks.